Hey guys, it's Logan and Chad here with Hydra 572. Today we're going to do a little wood processing test with a Mora knives companion. And you're looking at my leg to start because I wanted to show you guys that it is not quite hair popping, but it is plenty sharp enough to evacuate some hair from my leg. So that's our starting point. We'll get started with some wood processing, see how it holds up. So here we got a nice stout piece of wood from a tree, and I'll get started whittling. I think that's about all that my girly wrists can take for right now. So after turning the camera off and Chad and I were talking about girly wrists, I noticed that I was kind of offhandedly cutting curly cues in wood. Just wanted to show that to you guys. So the knife is still plenty sharp, still cutting well. I'm getting tired though, so Chad's gonna take a shift. We're gonna keep whittling on this son of a bitch for a while and see how she holds up.
Yeah, I'm doing this now.
We're learning how to arm wrestle, and there's this kid at our school that's pretty good at it, and he's been teaching us all how. And he hurt my wrists like 3 weeks ago. They haven't gotten better.
It's kind of pathetic to watch.
By which Chad means up. I'm just gonna speed this part of the video up anyway. I don't know why the fuck we're talking. The wild Chad grows aggravated much more quickly than Logan. Starts simply hitting things against one another in hopes that it will be fruitful.
It is fruitful. Bitch.
Hey, you guys see that little itty bitty dent that Chad made inside the big dent that I made? Switch. This is what we're down to now. This is it. Not just this video, this is what the rest of all of our videos are going to be. It's just going to be this a couple times a week. Different knives, different shirt. Pretty much just this. On the upside, the knife's holding up pretty dang good. Still decently sharp. And hey, we took off like 3 mils on each side. That's called fucking progress.
Hell yeah, it is.
This is an ancient Alaskan technique. That the Inuits used to use when their very feminine wrists started to give out.
Hey man, the Inuits are badass.
Yeah, I hear that wrist size is like inversely connected to cock size, so I got something going for me.
I don't understand that reference.
Wasn't a reference, Chad.
Hey, keep cutting your wood.
What do you say? Rotate the stick.
I know what I'm doing.
I think if either of us knew what we were doing, we wouldn't be doing this.
I think if either of us knew what we were doing, we'd use a different knife.
Or saw.
The web of my hand is starting to hurt.
Now some of you may be saying, Logan, why this? Why whittling through a 3-inch diameter piece of wood? What does this prove? You would never actually do this in a bushcraft scenario. But the thing that you guys don't understand is that I hate myself, and I really like it when I'm not happy, and because of that, other people aren't happy. And so we're going to keep doing this. And I guess this will be the test of how well this thing retains an edge, and then we'll do some light batoning later. But yeah, as you can see, we're making headway a little bit at a time. There is some progress happening, and I think the major lesson that we've learned so far is that the knife is cutting pretty dang well. It's doing its job. This is not the sort of job that this knife is made for. This is more the purvey of a saw or hatchet. And also that I get tired really quickly when doing this kind of shit.
Wrist exercises are a must.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because my wrists are tired already or what, but my arms are basically fine and my wrists are failing. As Chad mentioned earlier, probably in one of the portions of the video that was really sped up, the knife is starting to press into the web of your hand between your thumb and your fingers. I think that would be a reality with any knife with this extended of use, but that is definitely happening. I think the knife is starting to lose its edge, little by little, which is understandable because, like I said, you would never do this much whittling. I would much rather baton through something like this or just find another solution. I don't know if it's rigging up some kind of system to use a rock to break a stick. I don't know. But I don't think this is the way forward. I'm glad that technology and other sorts of advancements have led to the creation of things like saws, because doing this shit all day would suck. Logan, why do you keep talking even when you're obviously just rambling and you kind of sound like a bitch? I don't know. I really don't. Because you're a masochist. So, as you guys can see, we're getting pretty close. We've reached that customary point in the video where I've managed to wound myself. And I inspected the edge. It is still pretty sharp. Near the tip, we're developing a pretty significant burr, and when I did some of those stab in and twists, I think I bent the tip over a little bit, which is a minor concern, but overall it's not too bad. I'm going to keep going here, try to get us through. I think we will get through soon, hopefully.
There's blood on the stick.
And we're not taking off those really huge portions like we were to start, but it is still cutting pretty dang good overall. I'd say we are definitely seeing diminished cutting performance at this point, needing more force for each bit of material removed. It's not surprising after having done this much work. But, we'll keep going. Yeah, it kind of went from like dulling knife to fucking butter knife real quick. I don't know how that happened.
What kind of steel is it?
Mystery Mora, Sweden. Go fuck yourself. It's a cousin of the Schrade case American fuck you steel.
Is this a Swedish knife?
Yep. Mora of Sweden.
Is that a country, or not a country, a state or something?
No, Mora is the knife company.
Oh.
Mora Companion is the knife.
What was its POU?
I think this is supposed to be like a backpacking type knife. Works pretty good for food service. Cut myself cheese earlier today and it worked really fucking good for that.
You cut yourself cheese every day.
In case the viewers at home are watching, cheese is easier to cut than wood. It's got to do with the relative hardnesses in terms of steel. Wood is a harder material, therefore requires more force to cut than cheese. The worst part is that where we started cutting on this side does not match up exactly with where we started cutting on this side. So we have this funky hourglass type thing happening.
I think we should put it on an angle and then stomp on it.
Yeah, in real life we would have done that a while ago.
Is this real life?
Or is this fantasy?
I was quoting David at the dentist. But
I don't know what that is because they put me in the regular classes for elementary school.
it's a YouTube video. It went viral. Some little kid got his teeth pulled or something and was so doped up he had no idea what was going on. And his dad filmed him. It was on Tosh.0. You watch Tosh.0.
Watch Tosh.0 sometimes. I don't watch anything lately.
Yeah, Walking Dead's pretty much been it for me.
Yeah. I watch YouTube sometimes to keep up with the people that we follow. Just fucking die already. Are you shitting me?
I'll switch off.
No.
We're too close to victory.
It's not supposed to be much easier to use a knife as an axe than as a knife.
I'd say keep doing that. It's almost there.
Now, I don't know why I thought that'd work.
I don't either. Oh, you're almost there. You're almost there.
So we are now a gnat's ass hair away from being done. I can feel the whole fucking thing flex.
I see it moving.
You killed a stick.
No words of closure, Master Logan.
Mora knives. So, yeah, that was quite a bit of wear on this blade. I felt around on it a little bit, and it feels like it's still decently sharp. So, yeah, that's how that's going. Now, it is nowhere near as sharp as it was before. My wrists are dead tired. Probably some of the diminished cutting performance can be attributed to that. I just didn't have anything to push with. But, as you guys can see, everywhere except for maybe the 1/8 of an inch closest to the tip, we still have a very good usable edge. And honestly, the knife ergonomics overall were pretty dang good. Like I said, a little bit of wear in here in the crest of your hand, and it was pretty heavy work on the wrist, but I think that was just more the nature of the work than the knife itself. I think it held up pretty dang good. Now, that wasn't a really realistic task for any kind of woodcraft, but it did do some overall durability testing, and now we will do some pretty supreme durability testing. We're going to do some small baton sectioning of a log, do some splitting, and see how it holds up with that. So we got a piece of firewood here. I'm not going to go overboard on this little knife, but I do want to see if it will section off a corner all right. That was pretty dang easy. Move on to a slightly bigger portion. So I got this curvy ass piece of wood. Yeah, this knife's not even really batting an eye at this. Let's go right down the middle.
Mora knives.
Oh, fucking A, alright. Logan, that's not how you're supposed to do that. I know. Tell me I'm a fuck up, I'm well aware. Logan, if you were a wilderness expert, you wouldn't do it that way. Well, fucking ask Pocahontas to teach me.
Do I look like a wilderness expert to you?
Well, it's nowhere near shaving sharp anymore, but as you guys saw, it's still cutting the paper pretty damn alright. And for a $15 knife that weighs nothing, this knife did pretty damn good. I think I will be buying a couple more of these. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more of the same.